microphone unmute there. How you doing, Mark? Excellent, excellent. How's the season been so far?
It's pretty good, man. I haven't gotten out a whole lot, nearly as much as I wanted to, but when I have gotten out, it's been pretty hot.
Excellent, excellent. Mine's been, whoops, I screwed that up right out of the gate. This is the issue with, I see. They changed that. This is the issue with using a new platform is that they are still working out a couple of bugs. As y'all can see, we are on Exmux. One thing that I can't see is a live chat. There it is.
Yeah, I'm not figuring out how to chat either. I was trying to say hi to Eduardo Baskerville. He's one of my subscribers, but I can't figure out where the...
Oh, no kidding. Yeah. Ed, he's an awesome guy. I've been out with him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We had a great time, actually.
Nice.
Let's see. What are we doing here? Because that just completely threw me off. All right. Let's do an icebreaker. We are going to watch a goose get mocked by a woman, and then the goose basically de-pants the woman. So let's go there right out of the gate. And there are winter pants. We're only about halfway into this.
Bro, Dorian, I got the whole thing. Dorian, I got the whole thing. Dorian, I got the whole thing, bro. Dorian. Bro, I got the whole thing.
Let's get back to the action here, because this is just too funny to not watch twice. There she is, mocking. Isn't that amazing?
That's funny.
It's excellent.
Those Canadian geese don't mess around, man.
No, yeah, they definitely don't screw around. So, where have you been fishing so far, man?
Well, I did some fishing on the Juniata River during Randall and I's paddling and bassing event. That's an annual thing, by the way. And man, it was really good for me this year. I caught 17 bass on the first night and actually 14 on the second day. I thought it was 12, but it was 14. A couple of nights ago, I went back out on Raystown Lake with Randall, and we ended up catching 27 white perch. So that was a pretty nice trip.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Mine's been, kind of run-of-the-mill, just looking for smallies on smaller rivers so far. I tried to get on the Potomac for 2 or 3 days while Valerie was out of town, but a lot of things happened, and then on the first day, pretty massive psoriatic arthritis attack kind of kicked in, so I had to bail out of that one. That actually would have been a really cool series. It was it's up in the Paw Paw, West Virginia area that I just absolute massive smallies come out of that water on a regular basis. And yeah, it sucked that came to a close. It sucked that I wasn't really able to make a whole video out of it, but there's a hell of a story behind it, especially my next door neighbors at the campground. They ended up getting kicked because they were just dicks. And yeah, I didn't, I'm respectful of other people's, privacy and whatnot. So I don't film ever. I don't film anybody that isn't willing to do so.
Right.
And in fact, there's been a couple of very, very remarkable fish that I've caught over the last couple of years where, there's a family with a couple of kids on kayaks, and I catch the fish, and I immediately say, hey, I just got you on camera. Is it okay to, put this on YouTube? And they said, you got my kids? And I said, yep. And they said, nope. I said, okay. Yeah. It's not going up then. Yeah. That's the respectful thing to do, period.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, so I didn't film any of that stuff. The last thing you want to do in a confrontation, and I was kind of the leader of the confrontation with these people, is shove a camera in their face, because that's absolutely gonna exacerbate things,
Right.
So I don't know. Other than that, yeah, I've been just kind of sticking to the home water, and yeah, it's been pretty good. Not as good as last year. And then the other thing, and I don't know if you noticed this, Mark, on because I know you do that as an annual trip.
Yeah.
To what river?
The Juniata.
Okay. Did you notice like big time algae or anything like that?
No, other than the fact that it was a foot lower than last year. That's the only difference I saw.
Okay. Well, yeah, we've been extremely low on water, and I don't know how much this affected you, but we had, God, when was that? It was like late March or early April. We had a ridiculous heat wave here, and it raised the water temperatures up into the high 70s.
Yep.
At that time of year.
Messed up the spawn and everything.
Yeah, that's never a good thing. And yeah, so like the home water, Monocacy River, I don't think it's a major secret at this point. Yeah, that thing is just chock full of it. It's making the Ned rig kind of tough. And, pretty much everybody that watches my channel knows that Ned rig is pretty much my bread and butter. The Potomac itself, and it looks like the Shenandoah as well, they don't seem to be as much affected, but they have a lot more water volume, and they probably weren't affected so much with temperature on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm actually thinking that shit. We're almost into July, and by the middle of July, some of the Monocacy is going to be basically unfishable.
Yeah.
Because, the algae blooms are insane, and at some point they're going to grow so much where you're not even really going to be able to do top water. So this is it. It's just one of those years. That stuff happens from time to time.
Yeah, we didn't have any snow melt off, so that's
right.
We started in a deficit right off.
And that's a huge factor. That cold water injecting itself into for those of you that don't know, Mark and I are both in the Mid-Atlantic, and without that cold snow runoff going in there, particularly the smaller waters, they heat up very, very quick with even a few days of full sunlight. And that happened like just at the wrong time. And it's probably going to be pretty gnarly in a lot of the smaller rivers pretty much the whole year.
I'm kind of fortunate here. My local waters are fed by natural mountain springs, which are cold. So even though the water levels are low, they're still kind of cold. So it's kind of keeping that algae back.
Right. That's good. Because, a lot of the places, the lower elevation, major tributaries to bigger rivers, they're suffering the same thing. I've heard a lot of stuff from quite a few people that fish in this area, and it's kind of going on everywhere over here. But the good news is that the Shenandoah, the Potomac, they're still in good shape, but clearly the water level is really, really low. And that kind of leads me to something that I said on a video a couple of weeks ago, that this is, even though the water situation is kind of suffering, this is a good time to get out there, particularly if you're in a kayak or you're wading or you're bank fishing. If you can find the deeper holes, you're going to do very, very well, specifically because these areas are not getting even close to as much pressure as they normally would by people in John boats and whatnot that are, that are doing the rivers with jet motors and whatnot. Because they, quite frankly, even at the Potomac right now, Middle Potomac, which for some reason is classified as upper, like anything, I don't know, like White's Ferry and up, they call Upper Potomac. Now, White's Ferry to Point of Rocks, you're going to see boats all day long. Above that, nope. So, if you have the opportunity to hit that stuff, absolutely do. Our boy here, Ed Baskerville, he's a subscriber to both of our channels, and a huge congratulations to him. He got a 21-inch smallie on the Potomac just a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Congrats. That's huge.
That is massive. I mean, it might be years before he gets another one of those. And I might not ever get one of those. Right, right. It's yeah, it's ugly, but for people that fish the way that we do, it's actually looking really, really good. Especially since there's no real traffic on the rivers right now.
Yeah.
So I am going to play another video. We're actually, you know what? I'm not even going to introduce it. Here, watch this, and it has absolutely nothing to do with fishing.
Your quarters. Actually, you're not. It doesn't have an amount for you set up.
No, ma'am. What am I doing here? I want to get out of here.
Okay.
It said 30 cents for cars, right?
No, sir.
What, ma'am?
All right. I actually am going to set this up a little bit because the kid over here on the left side of the screen and the one in the passenger seat know exactly how they can get past this, but this just turns out hilarious.
All these people are
Okay, I'm terribly sorry, sir. It's 70 cents.
all right, 70 cents. I still can't put the quarters in.
Right.
For a dollar.
I got a quarter.
I'm
70.
sorry, sir.
The quarters will not go in the slot.
They will now, sir.
They will now.
Yes, because you didn't have a price put up there yet.
All right. Well, I didn't know. How do I get the burns? How do I get that 94?
Follow the signs on the total. Follow the signs upon exit, sir.
Okay, are we done now?
You have 20 more cents.
You said 70 cents. I put in 3 quarters.
Okay, one must have fallen through.
No. Well, yeah, I did fall through. For goddamn, this is unbelievable.
Terribly sorry.
Okay, all right. It fell through again.
Okay, can you try a different quarter?
I don't have another quarter.
Okay, try entering that one more time.
Oh, dear God, I did it again. Ma'am, all these people are waiting here. There's another quarter. There's nothing wrong with that quarter.
That's the sweet thing about this guy is that he's just concerned about the people behind him.
Yeah.
What the Sam Hill? What?
What the Sam Hill?
Yeah.
We actually have a street right up the road from where I live called Sam Hill Drive.
Ma'am, this is a... Joe, do we have another quarter anywhere? What is going on here? Yeah, I got a dollar bill.
It'll give you change. It just must not be able to read that quarter, sir.
I don't understand this. I got the whole world behind me for some nickel now. It's not my...
I know.
Dollar bill. Which way? You want the dollar bill? You want the dollar bill that way? Here's the dollar bill. Nikki, stick it in there.
I don't think I'm going in there.
Huh? It goes in there, right? Well, get it in there.
Well, I don't know.
Man, I'm having a heart attack here. Let me pull forward and give you the money. That's where the dollar bills go, right here.
Yes, sir.
Well, I put the money in there.
Okay, it did read your dollar. Did it spit the dollar back out of you?
No, it didn't go in.
Okay, I'm terribly sorry, sir.
No, it went in. It came back again.
Okay, it's facing ground.
What? I can't help it. God bless it. What the hell's the matter with this damn machine? You already took... Goddamn son of a... How much money I put in there already? I put in 3 quarters, didn't work.
It would take the last quarter. It only has 20
Dear God.
Okay, now it's working.
Give your dollar? You get your dollar back? Yeah, you get your dollar.
But why doesn't the light come on then?
Take the change.
Bro, chain, I don't even want that goddamn chain. Stick the change up your ass. Stupid motherfucker. The goddamn quarter didn't work. What kind of grease do I have to have? Can you imagine that?
Oh, it's unbelievable. I saw you guys, you put the quarter and the guy came up.
I should think. God almighty.
Oh, that's a beautiful one. I love that stuff. You know, the hilarious thing is that toll machine had a tap to pay device on it the whole time.
Yeah.
The kids knew that, and just, nope, this is gonna be a great video.
When the camera went down past there, I was like, oh my God, there's a tap to pay right there.
Yep. Isn't that awesome?
Wow.
All right, let's
whoops. Heart attack, though. I don't know. I'm sure you noticed that my screen went black there for a minute.
Yes. Yeah.
As it turns out, I mean, you know, I'm using this new Nikon for the first time, and my computer, my laptop is blowing heat right on the camera, and the camera overheated, and it shut off.
Really?
Yeah, so I turned my fan to face the camera, and now it's fine. But yeah,
wow.
This laptop really cranks out a lot of heat. It will actually change a room temperature. Yeah. I often, I absolutely love my PC tower sitting over here, but man, that thing is a space heater. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I mean, especially, you know, you get to editing video and then start encoding the temperature. And this room is about 16 by 20. The temp, you know, if it's a long video, like a 20-minute video, the temperature in this room can rise about 5 degrees over the course of encoding. You know, after I'm done editing and you have to encode the thing. Yeah, it's pretty amazing the amount of heat that can be produced by computers.
Yeah, I couldn't understand why the camera shut off. So I reached over there to check it, and I could just feel the heat coming out of the. I have external fans under my laptop to blow the heat out.
Right.
And as soon as I reached over there, I could. I mean, it was hot on my arm. I was like, "Oh crap! I just opened my camera with my laptop."
Goodness. Road Reality, it is good to see you, brother. For those of you that don't know, if you like motorcycles, Road Reality has an awesome channel. Road Reality, you are perfectly welcome to post the link to your channel here. The more exposure we get, the better. And yours is an awesome motorcycle vlogging channel. It's pretty sweet. He's got I don't know if you've seen him, Mark, but his audio going 50 miles an hour down the road, perfect. Absolutely perfect. We will have to ask for him. We will have to ask him about that. What was your question?
I was asking if he's using the Cena headset in his helmet for audio.
Aha. Okay. Well, we will.
I don't know if you are familiar with Tucker Gott's channel, but he does powered paragliding.
Okay.
And he uses a Cena motorcycle microphone to eliminate all the wind noise, and it's really good.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't face that stuff too much.
Purple Panda.
Being in a kayak. What was it? Purple Panda. All right, there you go. 10 in a medium mod. Yeah. Yep. Eliminates. Yeah, and you kind of want the ambient noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Road Reality, his videos, they come out perfect every time. His audio is way better than mine. And now, granted, you know, mine is on a kayak, and I really don't have to deal with wind, you know?
Right.
Because I'm not going to be out there when there's a whole lot of wind anyway. I'm a, you know, finesse bass fishing kayak guy. So yeah, if I see the wind's going to be over like 10, 12 miles an hour, I was like, nah, I'm not doing that.
I'll still go fishing, just not finesse.
Right. Yeah. And probably not bait casting either.
No, I usually do like catfish or carp or something that I can just lay on the bottom and wait.
If you're impressed with the audio, I rode my bobber the other day. I installed a windshield on it. I used clarity and added an EQ adjustment to bring right where he wanted. And that's another interesting thing about Road Reality's channel, is that he is very, very heavy into color correction on his video. So, you know, he shoots everything perfectly flat, does the color correction, brings it back up. See, I don't do that. And I'm a little lazy in that. And I see a lot of ways that I can improve my channel, and that would be one way to do it. My only concern is that I would be too anal about it and would end up spending, I don't know, 36 hours editing a 20-minute video. And
yeah,
that's not an option, at least for me.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a novice with the color correction. I'm still learning that.
Yeah.
But I do shoot everything in log and then color correct afterwards.
Sure. Yeah, and if you can set up what editing software do you use, Mark?
I use DaVinci Resolve.
DaVinci. Okay, I use Adobe. And you can set up LUTs, you know, preset LUTs, you know, and which would work really, really well for the stuff that we do. The only problem that I really see in my videos, they look pretty sharp, they're pretty colorful and whatnot, but anytime there's major shadows, you know, GoPro just pretty much wipes out the lighting on, you know, like under trees and whatnot, and a lot of the time you and I, you know, we're skipping under trees to get to the fish, and some of that video, not necessarily blown out, but it just doesn't look very good. And you know, I use the, God, what is that they call it on the 10 and the 11? The natural setting.
Okay, yeah.
And it's pretty good for most cases, but it's absolutely atrocious for that.
Yeah, I shoot everything in log. And Road Reality, I didn't even know that a power grade was an option. I'm going to have to look into that. Thank you. That's really good information there.
What was that? I must have missed something.
Road Reality is telling me that I can use once I get all my colors set up in DaVinci, I can save it as a power grade, and then just apply it to everything in the future. Just
Okay,
automatically. Like a
so
LUT.
right. Yeah, basically a LUT. Awesome. That is
So, yeah,
good
thank you. That's
stuff
gonna
to know.
save me hours.
And yeah, I'm completely I would be totally stoked to go into DaVinci. The problem is that DaVinci seems to hate external hard drives,
Really?
or what it perceives as external hard drives. And to get it to recognize the files, like for instance, my tower has, hold on, 1, 2, 4 SSDs. It's got no problem with any of those, but all my regular spinning hard drives, it won't recognize them.
Okay. I was going to say, because I have external SSDs and I've never had any trouble. I use the Samsung ones.
Okay.
And
So yeah, I don't know what the hell it is, but
it might
I
be a
went in
program
there.
issue with the spinning drive.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but basically what I do, obviously, when I'm editing, I'm on M.2 drives for editing because they're snappy as heck, and you really can't beat those. But when you go to encode, that's where the problem kicks in, because I was basically trying to encode to a conventional hard drive, and it just refused to recognize the thing. So it's like, okay, I can encode over here, but and it's probably just something stupid that I'm doing wrong, but out of the box, it recognizes my everything solid state and absolutely refuses to see anything mechanical. I have no idea why. I've tried it, I think 3 times now. And,
that's weird.
full, every version that comes out, all right, I tried it, uninstalled it, all right, new version, tried it, same shit every time. I don't know why.
I don't really use them too much anymore, but I have a couple of old laptop hard drives, spinning drives, that I stick them in a dock, and they work fine with it. I don't know if it's maybe because I'm plugging them in through a dock instead of I don't know.
I don't know what the hell it is. I kind of want to figure that out, because I mean, DaVinci is absolutely awesome. And Adobe is absolutely awesome. But I'm not exactly on the up and up with my Adobe thing. I can't update it. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah. So it would be really, really nice to have some of the new features. And I'm plugging away at crap that I realized, damn man, if this thing were current, I could probably get this done twice as fast as I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Right. All right, let's move on to the next one. Yeah, you want to do another toll booth meltdown?
It's up to you, man.
All right, let's go with this one. Oh, I forgot how. Never mind. You know what? I don't want to get. Yeah, no, screw this. She is foul mouthed as can be. I gotta save. Yeah, I gotta save that one for later. Later in the stream. till we get to El Dope Dog, which is, by the way, El Dope Dog is a guy. He's a First Amendment auditor that just is a little bit misguided. And a little bit later in the stream, we're going to be watching him get arrested at a fish hatchery. How the hell does that even happen, right? All right, let's, where are we at here? Whoops, I screwed up. There we go. All right. So, in the spirit of the excellent foul-mouthed stream we're doing so far, and by the way, you all are watching the most useless fishing live stream on the planet. Thank you for joining us. Please like, share, and subscribe if you are inclined. I believe Mark's channel is shared in the description, but also if you watch the ticker at the bottom there, you will see @OnlyFins. That's how you get to him. So here we go. This is pretty awesome. It doesn't need a whole lot of explanation. Just know that this lady just wants to fish in peace.
You know,
Right.
do it.
Bye, Karen. Bye. 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 Bye.
You know what? In
Bye.
America, we speak English.
So?
We don't have to listen.
Who say that? Who say that? Who say that?
Or Spanish.
All
¿Quién lo dijo?
That's fine.
Can you speak
I'm
Spanish?
just gonna tell.
It's kind of awesome that I downloaded a version of this that's pre-censored. It's probably helped the numbers on this stream so far, which are probably not great so far.
What, senor?
Go fish.
When the authorities come to shut your.
Okay, Karen. Bye. Karen. Bye. You want to talk to the manager?
You don't want to
You know what? Mr. Trump will say, thank you. Thank you.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you.
Pescate.
Us Republicans
Oh my God.
love Mr. Donald Trump.
Are you drunk?
Don't want to hear this crap.
And we don't want to hear
All
you.
we're trying to do is fish. All we want to do is fish.
Go and fish.
We can't, because all we hear is your
You don't
goddamn
hear.
music.
You fish with your hands.
Shut.
You know how to use them.
Jesus Christ.
But I have to teach you.
Asshole.
I have to teach you. Oh God.
No, we don't fish with our hands. Americans fish with poles, and they don't have to hear this goddamn music while they're fishing.
Time's up.
We want silence. Fishing
If you want
is
silence, go
supposed
to
to
your
be
home and
silent.
close your.
Fishing is supposed to be silent.
I don't know how she hears anything. She's obviously sloshed.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's no question about that. That's yeah, kind of the leader of this whole thing.
Wow.
Or the context of it, but she's amazing. But hey, we're about halfway into this. It gets much worse.
Your mouth.
Oh my.
You know what? Senor.
That's the only word you can say in Spanish.
You know,
All right. This is the only funny thing that's said on this entire thing. Is that the only word you know in Spanish? All right, here we go. You're gonna love this.
what?
Karen.
Okay. Tacos and a margarita.
By the way, I'm drinking a margarita right now.
Margarita. Oh, wow.
So those are the words that she knows in Spanish. Senor, taco, and margarita.
You know what? People fishing don't
Yeah, you should get my
hear
gutties.
music.
Who
cares?
Who cares?
I
Leave
do.
us alone.
I do.
We just
I do.
whatever the hell you want, but
I
leave
do.
us alone.
We don't want to
Who
hear
the
this. We don't want to hear this crap.
sauce.
This is crap. This isn't American music.
Hi, Karen. Go off.
Because, you know what? This is the
Can you close your
United
mouth?
States of
I love your speech.
America. And United States of America
In such a way.
English, not this crap that all these people are fishing. They have to listen to your goddamn So when I call the
Yeah, your
police
husband is coming.
and when they come down, you'll know who sent them.
Who? Karen?
When the police...
Bye, Karen. Bye. Bye.
Oh, no.
Bye.
Don't bye.
And that is that. Isn't that something?
I mean, how hard is it to go somewhere else to fish?
Well, I mean, even then, I don't. I don't think Tejano music is gonna bother the fish very much. It's not affecting your fishing; it's just affecting you. And that it kind of cracks me. It's kind of sad, but But I think the best part of that one was where she was asked her Spanish vocabulary and tacos and margaritas. There we go. You know what? Actually, this is something probably, Mark, you don't even know this. I am half Puerto Rican. My mother's side of the family goes back on that island for literally a dozen or more generations. And yeah, that kind of crap, it partially pisses me off, but it really doesn't anymore. It used to, but it doesn't piss me off anymore.
I mean, I was going to say, if you got Latino music playing, all you got to do is switch to jerk baiting. That music is going to put you perfectly on rhythm with your jerk.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Perfect, man. Perfect. I love it, Mark. That is awesome. All right, so let's hold on a second. All right, let's move on to the main feature. Man, we're already 46 minutes deep. Yeah, let's get on to El Dope Dog. Oh my God, you guys are gonna love this guy. I've got to do this in two parts because the first part of it, if you just showed the arrest at the fish hatchery, there's no context and it doesn't mean anything. You have to get to know this guy a little bit. So I did a little compilation. Sorry about that. I did a little compilation of kind of his greatest hits. This guy is amazing. So let's just get into this. He's a First Amendment auditor, which basically means you're wasting cops' time.
Yeah.
So this video here is a little thing that I put together of kind of his greatest hits. And the cool thing is that we get to meet Officer Hewitt, who is one of the funniest guys on YouTube.
You're above the law? Just like Vasquez? You got the keys to Wenatchee. No, each citizen has one key to this town. And when you guys come to work, you give up your key. Because you're a public employee. When you get off of work, you're a public member again. You get your key back. It don't work like that. I'll bet you Captain Chance will tell you. I'll bet you. When check it. You don't deserve to be a public member. That's why I'm going to get your job. You want to know how I can get his job? Because I told him what he was doing wrong.
That is Officer Hewitt right there. He he comes up again. This is a basically kind of a, what did he say? I forget the name of the town, but they have to deal with this guy all the time. This is what he does. He's trying to make a YouTube channel where he's checking cops and everything like that. Anyway, that right there on the screen, that's Officer Hewitt, and that guy's hilarious. And Vasquez, who he's asking for, gets into it pretty quickly here.
That's.
What's he doing wrong?
So she has demanded to talk to you. He also wants to talk to Captain Chance.
Here's the other tyrant. The other tyrant. All tyrants. You're part of the Blue Line Gang.
And that's one of the regular things. You're either a tyrant or you're part of the Blue Line Gang. That's the whole shtick of YouTube's First Amendment auditing community. What does this have to do with fishing? We're going to find out.
I want to teach you guys. I'm spreading awareness with my viewers and with you guys.
What's up, YouTube? Hey, just so you guys know, we're hiring. So if you want, you can contact me.
They won't.
Isn't that beautiful?
Because of your actions, they don't want to be with people like you. You guys are tyrants. Do you want?
So you know we're hiring.
Oh, just interrupt me and not even care about what I'm thinking. Go get your captain now. I want Chance.
Now he doesn't want Sergeant Vasquez. He wants the captain.
Bro, I'm professional. Get the fuck out of here. You cannot arrest me, throw me in jail, and have the prosecutor dismiss my charges later, and then what? You're going to get in some serious fucking trouble for doing that. You and Hewitt think that you guys can do that. That's tyranny. You guys are above the law. You guys are able to do that.
Come from that, I'm willing to accept.
Your job? Yes. Your career?
I'm willing to accept.
Really? And you made a mistake of arresting me for no crime, and you want to risk your career on that.
The courts will work it.
And I don't know if you all see the chevrons or know what they mean on his shoulders, but that is a sergeant right there. You know, this is a high-ranking cop right here, and he's, you know, they don't need to be doing this stuff. They have oftentimes, and, you know, again, this is a slow town, but oftentimes they have a lot more important stuff to do than to deal with this type of stuff.
I mean, if he really wanted to, he could have rolled him up for disorderly conduct right there.
That's arguable. Yeah, he probably could have, but disorderly conduct is generally something that is, you have to have a complainant other than an officer. Now, generally speaking, but, you know, this is their house. They don't, you know, he's not bothering anybody, so they're just dealing with it, right? Well, let's...
It depends on what state they're in, too, I guess.
That's true. That's very, very true.
Right here.
All right, bro. Okay.
Okay, and there's Hewitt right there again. The dancing cop. So he is in this one apparently being trespassed from the mass transit system. And it sounds like it's not really a mass transit system. It's just a little bus network to shuttle people around town.
So you guys can tell. Hey, Vasquez, come here real quick. Just for real quick.
And so notice we have the same characters here. We've got we've got El Dope Dog, we've got Officer Hewitt, and we've got Sergeant Vasquez.
Hey,
that's how small this town is.
You want to be courteous? You're breaking your own policy. Okay, Hewitt.
What's up, bud?
So, you know, I'm not over here trying to harass you guys anymore.
057 what?
My only goal was to teach everybody, and I'm teaching you guys too.
So what are you trying to educate us on?
Look.
Yeah, we're out with it. Thank you.
You can't kick me off public property for no crime.
this is operated by a business.
Right, that's publicly funded.
So they have a right to say we don't want
It's
you
publicly funded, so it is public. It's a public company.
Anyway.
Here's the issue.
You tell me what the issue is.
Okay, so I was here waiting for my friend.
Have you seen our videos, by the way? You and I are gone viral, bro.
And that's because of the dancing cop thing.
Check it. Check it. Check it.
You don't deserve to be a public man. That's why I'm going to get your job. No, you did.
Yeah, but we've been all over the place.
No.
Oh, you want to record me?
If you come over here so I can hear.
Yeah. So all Link property.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You were trespassed from all Link
Right.
property.
Right.
For 3 months.
Okay. Now this is not Link Plus
Beginning
property.
today. Beginning today.
For 3 months.
For 3 months.
Go back to work. You don't have the right to be here.
Oh.
You have a duty.
Careful.
Okay.
Careful.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. I'm just.
I like that El Dope Dog actually laughed at that one. That was, it was like, yep, you're right. Almost trespassed.
Would you like your trespass notice?
Do I get to show up to court?
No, because it's just a notice.
No, I want to go to court.
Well, you have to trespass again and then go to jail and then go to court. But you could probably argue this. There's probably a way to argue this if you call these guys and maybe I don't even know.
No, there's a way to argue it.
There's always a way to argue.
There has to be, right?
You can call people. You can YouTube all you want. Do you have a phone number we can
So
call
you could come to my house and fucking break in and fuck me
Why
up?
would I break in? That's against
No, you don't need to know my address, sir.
Okay. Is it in Antioch still? Are you a Chelan County guy?
My home is planet Earth. That's all you need to know.
Dude, I'll give you 5 for that, bro.
So I don't have to answer no questions. You guys are on duty, so go back to duty.
We are. You said duty.
Well,
Hewitt is an absolute gas, man. I freaking love that guy. How awesome would it be to have a cop in your town that's like that? He's an absolute sweetheart too. Watch this coming up.
Hey, this is all right here. This line. So I'm looking for. Hey, I'm looking for a cameraman. Hey, when you guys are on duty, I'm looking for a cameraman.
A better video camera and a microphone.
For $120, I could get a GoPro, a professional one, like the real auditors have. But all the auditors started off with their cell phones.
Over us, you can barely hear us to begin with, so.
I don't need to hear you.
Well,
to begin
your
with.
viewers do.
Isn't that awesome?
Do you have a one wheel?
Listen to this.
No.
You have a one wheel.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, if you get a one wheel, you and I can one wheel in our alley.
Really?
Because the alley's not trespass, remember?
No.
It's against the parking garage, it is.
But you said the egress is only for vehicles.
No.
Yeah, in my video.
Typically, because it's an alleyway, but if you have to walk through, you can walk through
so
the alley.
what I do is I watch these videos back 1,000 times, and each time I'll learn a little bit something more, and it gets funnier and funnier. I crack up.
Oh, we're laughing too?
Okay.
I love it, because I've had
Oh man, I can't stop laughing. No joke, I'm over there watching one video that's 15 minutes long for hours.
Can I
They're
ask
just
you a
laughing.
serious question?
What?
When are we going to get the kickbacks for hopefully
Okay.
all the thousands of views that you got?
Okay.
All right. So that's El Dope Dog. And, there's clearly something going on with them. But before you have any sympathy for this guy, let's get into the next little montage here where his real purpose of filming comes about.
Watch this. Are you hiding a beer? Please don't tell me you're hiding a beer. Good job. Hey, can I get your name?
Sure. Thomas Williams.
Thomas Williams.
Yeah.
And your badge number?
DO15.
DO15. Sir, you're very professional. You're good at your job so far. And you, Miss? Ramirez. And your badge number, please? DO27.
All right. Ramirez is going to become a target here.
I'm sorry?
So you don't have to follow me.
Okay, I'll walk next to you.
You walk what?
I won't follow you. I'll walk next to you.
It's the same thing as following, right?
No, it's not.
No?
I could follow you. How's this?
Alright.
Okay. Is that better for you?
Yeah. Get where we're going here? This is what he wants to do.
Or should I walk next to you? Can I get your name? A what?
You don't remember my name?
Ramirez? From where?
And that he's bullshitting there. He's got a perfect memory. He knows exactly what happened an hour ago.
Just contacted me earlier.
I did?
Yeah.
I forget a lot. That's why I record everything.
Okay. Alright.
Are you on a call? Are you searching for somebody?
I was, not anymore.
You just gave up like that, huh?
No, looks like they found one.
They found him.
Yeah.
Are they violating his rights?
No, I don't think so.
This Fourth Amendment right not to show ID.
Is it really?
Fifth Amendment right not to answer no questions.
Okay.
Yeah, so you don't know about the Constitution, huh? You swore an oath to protect it, uphold it, and defend it, but you don't know what it is.
I'm walking on the road, watch out.
Oh, I can walk anywhere I want.
Well, I don't want you to get hurt, that's all.
You're taking up too much of the sidewalk, man.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right. So that's kind of a shtick, right? Gonna do another couple of quick ones here. This is what he does.
Goodness gracious. Am I hallucinating or do I see?
Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah.
A hallucination. What?
Let's
I see a hallucination. Hi.
So apparently, for the record here, there's some kind of festival going on. And he's just walking around looking for women to film.
Let's see a hallucination. Look, there's a cop around here. Where'd that cop go?
And there's the proof. That's exactly what he was doing. Here's another one. Yep. That's what he's doing. All right. So, sympathy for this guy. Off the table, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, if y'all were wondering what the hell this has to do with fishing, now we're going to get to it. And we are going to do it via... Hold on, where am I at in this? That's actually good enough. Let's go to... there is a YouTube creator called Dummy Kruger, which is a takeoff the whole concept of Dunning-Kruger. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically the concept of the less you know about a particular subject, the more you think about the more you think that you know about it and profess to know about it, and the more that you actually know about a subject, the less you realize that you actually know about it. So that's Dummy Crypt. Oh, jeez, why does it keep doing that? Hold on a second. Let me put him in there. There we go. Nope, that's the wrong one. My bad. Give me a second, guys. Still struggling with the new the new platform here. All right, there it is. So I'm going to let Dummy Kruger take over this story from here because he actually put a hell of a lot of work into what now relates to fishing. So let's go there.
Welcome to the Dummy Kruger channel, everyone. Today's video takes us to the Entiad National Fish Hatchery. No, that's not a joke. It's officially come to this. To check in on First Amendment Auditor El Dope Dog. Also not a joke. That's his real channel name. For those unfamiliar with his auditor, he sprung to infamy this past spring when he was trespassed from a parking lot designated for authorized personnel only.
In order for a trespass, from public property, I first must commit a crime. What crime is that?
You were trespassing. We just told you you can't be here. Okay? So unfortunately,
Sir, I need a crime
you are being
before.
trespassed right now. You can't be on this property.
He then returned to that same parking lot a few weeks later to get arrested.
Watching them because they're doing something wrong. They're doing something wrong right now.
Sir, you're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back. Do it now.
Oh, wait,
And following this, made his way to a police department to complain about said arrest, only to find the now famous dancing police officer.
It don't work like that. I'll bet you Captain Chance will tell you. I'll bet you. Wait. Told him what he was doing wrong.
Since that arrest, Mr. Dope Dog has been cruising around Washington State, arguing with more officers, yelling at mall security guards, and also getting trespassed from a bus terminal. Well, lucky for us, and unlucky for him, he's taken a keen interest in this national fish hatchery, well known for its tyrannical behavior towards rainbow trout.
Alright. These guys are the Department of Interior, so they're not local.
Yeah, no shit. This is a this is a federal facility.
Well, they are local. It just happens to be federally owned.
Yeah. I came early to see this supervisor manager. I don't know, supervisor / manager, because the dude said he was the manager. I want to know who this manager's boss is, because he didn't want to give me his name. So, this is the case of the unidentified public employee. So I'm going to have to name it. Watch this.
So he just wants to see their supervisor. He's been here for 3 different times in a matter of 2 or 3 days to look for a supervisor. These guys were actually really cool. They explained the concept of anadromous fish. You know, the fish that go out to sea, they come back home, they spawn, they die. And yeah, he's not happy with it.
Yep, that's correct. This is Mr. Dope Dog's 3rd time returning here to find the despot running the place.
I like that Dummy Kruger used the term despot.
It's locked. Let me go see. I don't think there's nobody here, but let's just take a look, shall we? It's not a holiday, is it? Oh, lights off. Everybody's on break. Everybody's on break. Oh, nobody in there. Look if this guy's in right here. Nope. No lights are off. Today must be a holiday. They just put up those signs, didn't they? This is not a restricted area.
If those signs are new, and I'm not sure if they are or not, it's probably because he's been creeping in their windows all week. The sign seen here was on the first door he tried to open, but it's clear he missed that one.
Unless it's locked. Okay. But I am authorized.
False.
Because I'm the boss.
But it was still wrong.
And I get to go in there. Make sure they're not doing no drugs or nothing. Like, I want to see what's in that freaking old-fashioned door right there. You got bodies hanging in there in the freezer or something?
It's just. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That's what we're dealing with here.
First thing can't then head.
Nobody in the shop. No. So all downhill from here.
Okay, seriously, guy, what are you doing? It's so unbelievably creepy, public building or not, to just stick your cameras in these windows. Why has this become a thing? Where did simple manners go? How about decency and appropriate conduct in various social, cultural, and professional settings? Do we no longer care about the fabric of our community? Empathy and consideration for others go a really long way. Why on earth are we doing this to one another? It just makes no sense to me. Okay, I'll dismount off this soapbox now. I guess we'll just have to watch him get arrested because at some point, someone decides to trespass the boss off the property.
So, they're not supposed to even interact with me. They're not.
So, I don't know if you heard that. He just said they're not supposed to interact with him. I don't know what he's basing that off of. They are county sheriffs.
Supposed to even interact with me.
And actually, let me pause this right here. There's, all right, you see the fencing right around where the cops are? That's a release channel for salmon fingerling, right?
Okay.
He spent a lot of time with his camera down there and screwing around with it. And the people inside the building know that and are suspecting that reasonably that he might be sabotaging something. Okay?
Yep.
He's like, hi Heath, how's it going?
And that's why they called the cops.
I'm sorry, I don't have to listen to you. Come here, you said? You asked me to come here? I can't, I'm sorry, what? I'm going to be under arrest? I'm sorry, now you got my attention. Your name and badge number. For who, what department do you work for? What department do you work for? What department? Okay, and you. What's your name and badge number? McComas. Badge number? 1294. Again, Sutton, right? What's your badge number? What's your badge number? What's your badge number?
Sutton already said it 3 times. 1300. That's his badge number.
What's your badge number? Okay, I'll leave after you tell me your badge number. What is it? 1300. This public property, leave right now. This public property. I haven't committed a crime. You understand that, right? In order for me to be trespassed, I have to commit a crime. What crime?
If you leave right now, you're going to jail.
The state cannot be a victim. They can't trust me. Wait, I'll leave.
Too late. Put your hands behind your back.
This is what happens when you watch these yahoos on YouTube pretending to know what they are actually talking about in regards to the law. He has all of the exact same jargon as the most popular auditors around, and now it's led to 2 arrests for this man. I honestly believe El Dope Dog here is pretty harmless, as I've watched quite a few of his videos and I've never once seen him really get out of control. I
don't think Dummy Kruger saw the predator shit, though. It's his little short live streams where he's focused on women's asses.
Yeah.
I don't think that Dummy Kruger saw that. And I'm not 100% convinced that this guy is harmless, but most of his behavior indicates that he kind of is. But he clearly likes to collect shit for his spank bank, which is freaking gross. But yeah, let's let Dummy Kruger take this out.
I believe he's been led astray by the James Freemans, the Auditing Americas, and the Denver Metro Cardigans of this movement. At some point, at least as it pertains to trespassing laws, they need to stop lying to their audiences because more and more of them are getting arrested for these stupid crimes every day. And they are stupid crimes. They aren't doing anything for our First Amendment rights. I'm not saying El Dope Dog here doesn't bear any responsibility for his own actions, because he most certainly does. I'm saying if he didn't spend hours hearing regurgitated misinformation from these faux freedom fighters, he'd likely not have 2 trespassing arrests within 3 months. But alas, here we are. Alright guys, I think that's where we'll wrap it up today. If you'd like to see similar content in the future, please consider subscribing, notifying, liking, and commenting below. This is Dummy Kruger, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
Dummy Kruger is friggin' awesome. Love that guy. And there we go with the funny. There we go. I think that's where we're going to leave it off. Unless, Mark, what do you think about that vid?
I can't believe people even stoop to that. He's just stupid.
Right. Right.
Who even considers that a good use of their time? It's
right. And all the while saying, I'm your boss, I'm a taxpayer, blah, blah, but there you are wasting taxpayer dollars. Because not only did they have to send those cops out there to do that, they also now have to prosecute that, spend the time of prosecutors, obviously public defenders, judges, court clerks, and yeah, that stuff absolutely drives me nuts. But anyway, man, I think that's where we're going to leave it tonight, folks. I am going to hit the showers. Mark, what's up next for you, man?
Over the holiday weekend, I'm going to meet another YouTuber and do a little fishing. And I'm not really. There's a few things that I'm working on, but nothing's really concrete right now. I'm still kind of rebounding. Guys, this spring, like I spent so much energy filming a review on that RVR. I had to refilm it like 3 or 4 times because I kept losing data. Just my own stupidity, accidentally deleting stuff. But,
have you done any mods on that kayak?
Yeah, actually, a couple weeks ago, I added 12-volt power and USB ports to it, and then I accidentally deleted the files.
You're doing a review on that. You're doing a video on that, I hope.
I'm going to have to refilm some of it, yeah.
Right. Well, it's good stuff for the channels, man. It really, really is. All right, man. Thank you so much for coming. It's good for the reboot. And thank everybody for joining, and anybody that's watching this later. Like I said, the most useless fishing live stream on the planet. Thanks for watching, folks. We will see you next time.
See you later.